Hello and welcome. It is the seventh day of January 2017. Welcome to the Silver Charts channel, but this will be a Bitcoin chart, and I really don't own any for my holdings is a little over 10% of 1% of one Bitcoin. So it's pretty much safe to say I don't have any at all. And I'm putting this chart up because I am very interested in monetary history. And as we're playing the current time frame out now, this is probably going to end, I think, in a historical point of view, a spectacular story to say the least. So, because of the interest, that's why I'm covering it and going over the technical analysis I was stating in yesterday. Probably not the best time to buy in. Well, today it came down to this Fibonacci point, and that might have been the first part. Maybe if you're buying in chunks, maybe a little bit. I'm still really concerned that this thing over the next few weeks and months can roll over. Although you never know how this thing's going to play once it settles out, because it's happened before on Bitcoin where it's had its 1, 2, 4, 6 day period where it just goes down hard and then it comes back up. And maybe that's going to happen in the next few days where it'll come back down here and then go up. I really can't say. However, this move went down below 800 at 2 o'clock in the morning is when it broke support, New York time. And then it rose above 800 at about 4:30 a.m. So there was about 150 minutes of price action being below 800 within the Fibonacci retracement mark. So that didn't work out well for people in the Eastern time zone. It would have worked okay in Europe, as that would have been early morning. China, well, they're the ones I think that drive the market. It would have been prime time for them. Very late in the Pacific time, as a lot of people in Oakland not too happy to see their basketball team have one of the biggest chokes, lead blowouts of all time, giving up a 19-point fourth quarter lead to lose to the Memphis Grizzlies. But that's a different story. After that, if they got a little bit happy if they bought 800 to be able to see the price action up about $40 or so, $50 from that point. But if you could put the bid ask offers in, that's really, I think, the way to play the game. It does show your hand, but for what it's worth, it's just a lot easier when you're sleeping for it to come down here. You get the automatic buy-in and you wake up and you're happy, I guess. I don't know. Let's take a look at this on the 8-day chart. 1 week plus a day, I guess, is another way of stating it. And amongst this chart, we got volatility over the last 8 days at 41%. I do have to state that this pattern is not the most bullish of patterns. In fact, it's a major concern pattern for an end of a trend. As you've got a situation, overall you can see the bull market up, down, up, sideways, up, all these bull market moves. But within this situation of having decent green candles up, two nice green candles up, and then this outside period that pretty much goes down to this low, it could be a little concerning at the same point. If you see a situation that looks very toppy and scary, and it doesn't do such, and it breaks past this point, and you're looking for a break above 1100, then it can get really exciting as far as how the markets move. Another reason I like showing these charts is because it's going to show a lot of those types of situations. So if you see it's breaking in, that's why you wait for the breakout and you get in at around 1200-ish or so. Next thing you know, it's at 1800. But if it's not going to do that and it's toppy, then it's never going to break that. You're never going to have that position. It's just something you're in the looks to go through. As far as price action, it has come down to the 18 average of highs. What I should have done is move this band over just a small inch tad because it pretty much hit it right on. So the Fibonacci coincided within this level. We can see further support on legs lower. We got two Fibonacci lines. It works out to a 23.6 and a 38.2% down correction from this low. And those numbers are in at about 705 and a quarter. So those would be what to expect, I would think, if we take a look at this. And if this level starts to break down, then you basically would have this band in here, I would think. So thank you for tuning in to today's video, and have yourself a great weekend. Bye-bye.